match in round robin. Kevin has the hammer. He also has the choice of stones. He's elected to go with the red rocks. And we're awaiting now Kerry Burtnyk to move out, put the brush down, as we're ready to begin this men's final of the Canadian Curling Trials. And to get us going, the Burtnyk lead is Keith Fenton.
Well, Linda, no matter which one of these two teams wins, we certainly send our very, very best to the Olympics. So you really have to feel good and proud about that.
Actually, the whole field, we would have been proud of any one of the teams that came to either the women's or the men's side. Kelly Law will go for the women, and now one of these two great teams will represent Canada in Salt Lake.
That's fine.
It'll be interesting to watch how this game sets up. Kevin does have the last rock, so he's going to be the one to try to make the first move, I would think. But, he's just going to tap his back, and there it is right now. Instead of playing the corner guard, which is the one way, the more aggressive way of trying to get extra points,
Wait, sir.
Kevin will try and use this stone in the rings by tapping it back, keeping it in the rings, hoping that maybe later on he can get a jam.
Pretty good. A little heavy.
They don't come much better than Don Bartlett. He's so consistent, and he plays another role in this game, Linda. He's been there with Kevin for so long, and he's just kind of the guy that keeps it all, all together.
Yep. Whoa. Oh. Yep. Yeah.
That rock was tapped all the way through. They were hoping to leave it in the back of the 12-foot in case a jam might occur. And Kerry will just hit it.
It's been well documented too that Kerry Burtnyk, of course, has had this team together for a long time, and they didn't play as much this year, as Kerry mentioned in the pre-game show. And but boy, I'll tell you, and then they got here, they lost 3 in a row, as you said, Linda, and then all of a sudden they got it going, and they're just rolling along. So they certainly didn't peak too early, as he said.
Throw it on him, B.
Easy weight.
Rob Meakin, looking a little bit like the Sheriff of Nottingham.
Clean. Whoa. 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 Here, Rob. Good rock.
Keep this up and we'll eventually have a corner. Here's a young player that has just grown in confidence.
Really
Carter Rycroft.
Yeah.
Really like Carter, Linda. He really is. He's very quiet out there as well, but he's a skip in his own right when you go to from the junior level, and he's we're going to see this name in the future for sure. These young players that play in the front end for a couple of years, get some seasoning, and then you're going to see Carter, I'm sure, someday go off and put his own team together, and as did Wayne Middaugh. And
Kevin Martin's very good about taking input, as is Kerry Burtnyk, but Kevin's kind of cute because Carter or someone else will go up to him and suggest things, and Kevin will always listen, but he is definitely the leader on the team, and he is very decisive. If he doesn't agree with their shots, he's the one that makes the final choice.
No question.
Same weight. Close. Yep. Good.
One of the most consistent things for the player all week has been the speed of the ice, and you just love that. Again, thanks to the ice makers. These times are measured between the hog lines. The very fast shots we're going to see today, that's the peel shot, 7 seconds. Control weight hits are 9. Draw will probably start at 14.5 seconds and maybe go down to 14 if we see some flattening of the pebble. And the guards will be around 16 seconds. But that consistency, Ray, and that feel that you've had all week is just terrific.
That 7 for the peel is probably a little slow for the Kevin Martin.
It could be on a few of them. You got it.
We've seen them come down there with vapor behind them,
You want.
But that's a good point, Linda. It really has been consistent, and that's all these athletes ever ask
No,
for.
nose is fine.
Okay.
The roll is good. Whatever.
Just give it to us each day the same way, and we'll put the show on for you. And boy, do they ever. And as a lover of this game, and those of you across the country, you're really looking at too. I mean, if you've been with us all week, you've seen, you know, how strong our country is. We had 10 teams here, men and women, that you'd be really proud to send to the Olympics. We congratulate, of course, Kelly Law and her team. And we know they'll go on and make us proud.
So you have Don Walchuk and Kevin Martin that throw the very fast peels, but then you have Jeff Ryan, who's the fastest in the hack.
Oh, he is good. I would love to have a contest with Graham McCarroll and Jeff Ryan. They are the two of the quickest in the whole world. But I did get, if you were with us in the semifinal, I was able to telestrate one of his shots. Now, I started when the second was throwing.
Don Walchuk as we play a wide open first in this men's final here in Regina.
Well, it's a cat and mouse game. They'll wait.
Just a biter's fine. Just
We're all the way there.
Oh, okay.
T-line back. It's coming down now.
Good. Let's wait.
Moved to the 12-foot okay, Linda?
Got some good movement, and to save a bit of time, Kerry Burtnyk had already made his way down the ice.
If you haven't been with us or not aware, it's been well documented. Kerry Burtnyk's battles over the last 3 years, twice with a scalp melanoma. Spent considerable time in Toronto, some 8 hours in surgery, the most radical the last time. The doctors have given him again a clean bill of health, and he sure looks healthy here this week in his play.
Real hard. Gotta go. Watch the roll, Jeff.
Kevin wanted that to stay around just outside the rings. That's why Kerry was saying to Jeff to brush it more.
I can't leave it just out of the
No, absolutely not.
I was out no problem.
I was out no problem. Wonder what the answer would have been if it had been about 6 inches from the rings.
Just a reminder, although we haven't seen it in this first end, we're playing with the 4-rock free guard zone rule. That's where you can't remove an opponent's stone if it lies in the front of the house in a guard position until after the 4 stone of the end have come to rest. The other rules, that's the World Curling Federation rule, but the other rules being used this week are CCA rules, including the time. Vic?
Both teams given 73 minutes to play their game, as well as 2 1-minute timeouts.
Yep.
Just a biter.
Well, Burtnyk certainly is the more remarkable after he got off to the very bad start of losing his first 3, and you began to wonder, and said, my goodness, will he be around this weekend? But here he is in the final.
Easy way.
Kevin Martin was at 2-2 at one time, so he's really put his own little streak together as well.
Yeah.
Kerry Burtnyk lost to Morris, Howard, and then Martin in his first 3 games, and Kevin Martin lost to Bert Gretzinger, and then Jeff Stoughton in games 2 and 4.
You know, we said this the other day, but it's, you know, you lose to Morris, Howard, and Martin, and then you say, oh, well, we got some pretty easy games coming up next, and you take a look at the field, and you think, oh, goodness gracious, what am I doing here?
Yeah, there wasn't an easy game in the bunch, was there?
No, there wasn't.
But for Kerry Burtnyk, that 4th game against Greg McCauley, he curled 100%, and it was just like he said, what am I doing? I'm going to go curl now, and we're going to have a chance. And boy, did he ever.
Final stone looking for the blank here in first. Kevin Martin, he can hit it right on the nose and not be shot. But he just rolled in to catch the top.
Shot.
A giveaway. Martin gets 1, gives away the hammer.
What is the scent of an avalanche? Smell this.
New Speed Stick Avalanche, a powerful new scent.
Cool.
For strong 24-hour protection against odor and sweat.
How does lightning smell? Smell this.
New Speed Stick Lightning, a powerful new scent.
Nice.
For strong 24-hour protection against odor and sweat.
Ford has this holiday season all wrapped up with 0% financing and a $500 holiday bonus. During the Ford Drives Canada holiday wrap-up, pay no interest on purchase of most Ford cars, trucks, minivans, and SUVs. Plus, get a $500 holiday bonus when you buy or lease. Ford Drives Canada with the holiday wrap-up, 0% purchase financing, and the holiday bonus. Visit your local Ford dealer today before these deals are all wrapped up.
You already know these uses for your Karcher. Here's a few you might not have thought of. The hat rack. The shower. The centerpiece. The chandelier. You can always use a Karcher.
To send you and 3 friends on the ultimate Olympic road trip. Watch the gold medal hockey game live, then party at our concert with the Tragically Hip and Canada's Olympians. Look in specially marked cases for your chance to win. No purchase necessary, must be 21.
A whole lot can happen out of the blue. Labatt Blue.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la la.
This year, make one part of Christmas a little easier. Come to Shoppers Drug Mart for great gift ideas. And now, get this free picture frame when you spend $30 on cosmetics or fragrances.
Fa la 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 la.
Ever tried to order a Swiss mushroom melt at a fast food restaurant other than Harvey's? Luckily, for a limited time, Harvey's Swiss mushroom melt is back. Real. Big. Taste. Harvey's.
Canada's hockey heroes are putting on a show this season on TSN. Tuesday, check out regional coverage of the Leafs and Coyotes, live from the ACC. Molson Canadian Leaf Hockey, TSN.
As we look back to '88 in Calgary and the teams representing Canada since then, it started off with Ed Lukowicz and one Linda Moore, who won a gold in Calgary, Julie Sutton, Sandra Schmerler, who won gold in Nagano as an official medal sport, and now Kelly Law will represent Canada in Salt Lake City. As we welcome you back to the Agridome, and we have stones in play. Martin, that's a giveaway, a gift right off the bat to give away the hammer. He's forced to take one.
Linda, that is a tiny, tiny little mistake, but it's a mistake that you don't see Kevin Martin make very often. He peels those so well, but he hit and stuck, and Burtnyk gets the hammer, and he isn't wasting any time.
It's funny, in the first end, you can make a choice as a skip as to where you place your rock. You know you want a blank, so where you put it. Now, Kevin tried to get a biter, which would mean if Kerry nosed hit it, it was just an easy nose for Kevin. But it was that in-between place that his rock ended up, and that's why we saw, do you nose it, do you roll out? A little bit in between on the final result, and this is a great chance for Kerry Burtnyk.
Well, it's the kind of game he also likes to play. We'll just listen to them. Just to the hack. The guard is long enough.
Keith Fenton, as Martin came in, top 8 for Don Bartlett. Burtnyk went to the corner, and then Bartlett tried to cover.
Hard! Man! Harder! Real hard! Hard! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
That's the worst scenario, not
Hey,
moving the
Keith,
top
throw,
one.
throw.
Threw it pretty well. You heard the skipper say.
Shot. Hey, wait.
Weight was perfect. He just didn't get it by.
Carter Rycroft. Replay here in the second.
It's close.
Right, Sarah.
Lots of weight. Good. Line's good.
Anyway.
Lot of weight. To it.
Stay close.
Yeah,
To
we're
it.
to it.
Yep.
Bumping.
Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Off. Off.
Just a little bump.
Whoa.
Just a little bump is what they get.
Pretty nice shot.
And you heard that great communication. We've talked about Don Bartlett. Don Walchuk is good too, calling out the speed. So Kevin knew what to do with that rock.
He'll try and run this back, run this through. Rob Meekin's first one. Run it back onto the two red stones, trying to get them off that spot, out into a new position.
Rob Meekin. Ryan and Fenton. Has he got the line? Run it back. How many are you going to get? Jam it, and he'll leave two. Oh, and they've spilled now. One goes in behind cover and one right in the hole.
Yeah, the rock just curled a little too much. You wanted to hit it on a little more on the high side, and he would have got more action on the two in the rings.
Right here.
Right down here, into this spot right here.
Anyway.
Lot of weight.
Lots.
Yeah, a lot of room too. Wow.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, no.
Wow.
Outside that 4-foot line, it takes a
That's
while
major
to come
moving to do.
over,
Whoa.
especially on this side of the sheet. We saw
Whoa.
Top 8.
it yesterday
Close on the guard.
many times.
No, no, no.
Hard. Hard.
Wow.
Boy, just snuck by the guard on the left, and now it's flying three. Martin without here in the second.
Stop nose.
You could get all three of them maybe here. Just off the nose, you heard him say.
Same weight.
Get all three going.
Clean up.
Once again now, Fenton and Ryan trying to find the hole. Get it by, they do.
Nice shot.
1, 2, get them all
There
going.
they go.
Oh, he made him pay as Rycroft comes too deep with his, and Meekum makes him go.
Wonderful shot by Rob. He gets it. He almost hangs the shooter on too, Linda. Look at them go. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, sir. Your shot.
When we start counting up the mistakes, there was that blank attempt that went awry for Kevin Martin in the first end. That guard by Carter Rycroft, that's a pretty big mistake too.
Anyway.
Okay.
Hard line.
Line's good.
Hard
John
line.
Walchuk.
Through. Hard line.
It's going to over curl.
It's good.
Well, it's going to over curl. Oh. Oh.
Buries it. Absolutely buries it.
Very nice
Top
shot.
8.
You'll see the run back here now.
Jeff Ryan.
Ah, he was too quick for me again.
One more time. Got the line, run it back. Exchange stones.
Don't go away, folks. This is going to be an afternoon. Lovely shot. Look at this. That's what you call sticking it.
And one thing you do know, Kerry Burtnyk is very good with the angles. We say Kevin Martin sets up well, plays the big run backs, but Kerry Burtnyk knows the angles. One of the best in the business.
Walchuk now. It's his turn. Nope.
All right.
Now, what do you want to do? You want to split it a little bit, spread them out, Linda? What do you think? Or you just go behind
Like
the
in
corner?
here or in here?
I'd go in.
I like in here. More room that way. Liz? No.
Go around this way. You might.
Go here then. Okay.
Don't want to leave him a double, eh?
Just short of the tee.
The choice in which guard to go behind is based on what you want to leave your opponent, and you look at the way a double might set up either direction. They feel this way, it's a tougher shot for Kevin after this finishes.
Where is it? Hard!
About 14 seconds, 14 and a half seconds even this direction.
Great line. Hard! For weight. Hard!
Can they drag it there? Look at the brushing from Meekin and Fenton taking it back. Look at that, they drag it, they bury it, they're lying to width here in the second.
But at the doubles there, Vic, they had to get it way back to the tee line. It's just too short. There's solid doubles there, no problem.
I really like the way these two brush. Look at the brush head. The big block sideways, close to each other, close to the stone. Lots of pressure. They took it as far as you could take it. You saw the rock clock, and it was short.
This is his meat and potatoes. This is the kind of thing that he makes routinely.
Yep. Hard, 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 hard.
Kevin Martin. Bartlett, Rycroft now trying to save it for their skipper. Has he got two?
Go, go, go.
Enough? 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 Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think
Black
it may have...
is in.
I thought he would throw it a little harder.
You like that?
You would have thrown it a little bit harder than that.
I would have, if I could have.
I couldn't throw that. I couldn't throw it that hard if I was out there till next month. Yeah, he does usually throw those a little harder. But hits it too thick and pushes the Yellowstone back. And we'll keep an eye on it here. Does he get it far enough? They're working it, working it, working it, working it, working it.
I like it better.
I think I'll just lean over and see if I can see if it's in or not.
I like this one better. We just played it.
Is that one on at the back?
Yeah.
Kerry certainly thinks it on, but he knows this rock because he just played it, so he's going to try and get it right in behind this guard again.
Just a hair more, Jeff.
Huge chance for the Burtnyk team right here to possibly get three. You can't be deep. You got to be front of the tee line, top of the 8 foot.
Kerry Burtnyk and his first. He has a biter in the back, trying to lie to. Has the hammer here in the second.
Just line only.
Just line.
You can hear. Listen to the brushers. Listen to the brushers.
Line only.
Whoa. Never. Never. Never.
It's in, but it's deeper than they wanted, and it's not curling as much as they thought.
Okay.
Okay.
Kind of had a flat handle.
A little bit too much, eh? Just a smidgen. Just a foot, eh?
Just a little bit too much weight. It moved over nicely. It started to move as it got to the top of the 12 foot, but it just went a little deep, and it allows Kevin Martin to come down on top of this stone and take the end away. If he can just get a rock right in there. We saw Kerry Burtnyk do this to Bert Gretzinger.
If you don't make it well, if you spill off, you could give up 3.
Hey, hard. Hard.
Line's good.
Real good. Hard. Lots of weight.
Oh, line's good.
Lots of
Time
weight.
again, Linda.
About 14-2 we're looking at.
We're bouncing.
Oh, what are we sweeping for?
Backed right off now, Rycroft. Can they glue it right to the corner? Don't bounce off.
Sweeping for.
Well, they swept it too. You can hear the comments, so we won't have to say anything. This is one of those golden opportunities.
Back here. Back. Yeah, a little less even.
Back 12-foot weight.
You gotta go about right here.
That's just a mistake by the front end.
Good to you.
Can you get across the face to push it out?
No question. No question. No question. Cross here. Get across that face, push the stone this way, potentially score 3.
Kind of wait. Close to hack or through the house.
It's hard to believe at one point in this end there were 3 red stones in the rings. Then it began. Kevin Martin looking like it was going to be okay, and now big trouble.
All started when Carter Rycroft game too deep, came in for that 3rd point when he was trying to plug the hole. Final stone, looking for 3 here.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Burtnyk's final stone, and right out of his hand.
Clean.
Trying to come across the face. And then push it out the back. Get by the guard, they do. Can you get across the face? Finish. Will it go? Will it go? It'll go, but so will 1 yellow. Oh boy, what a break that is for Kevin Martin.
Maybe a little more weight.
No
Linda, what do you think of the? I think he talked about back.
A little tight early. But then it was fine. As soon as you jumped it a little, it was fine.
They're going to bring out the stick just to make sure that stone at the back is in. Burtnyk believed that it was, which would be a 2nd point, but
just a little heavy, I guess, eh?
The black is in. So here we go.
We jumped in right off the bat.
There's Kerry's comment, just a little heavy.
Wouldn't this be something if this isn't in? It is. So Burtnyk will get 2. Martin should feel fortunate. It is just a pair. He gave away the hammer. His 2nd came deep. Burtnyk had a chance for 3.
This TSN update is brought to you by Castrol Syntec, the active lubricant.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the TSN Newsroom. I'm Corey Warren. Full slate of games in the NFL this afternoon, including huge matchups in the NFC that could go a long way to determine the playoff seedings. Let's get you all up to speed. Packers trailing the Bears by 1 game in the Central, but Brett Favre hits Antonio Friedman for the short score, and it's 7-0 there for the Packers. 49ers and Rams, both 9-2 in the West. First quarter, Jeff Garcia throws. He's picked off by Aeneas Williams, and that leads to this. The pitch to Marshall Faulk, and a great effort to break tackles and give the Rams a 14-0 lead. Other scores to tell you about, it's Philly leading San Diego 14-7. The Giants leading Dallas 12-3. We'll get you back to more curling right away here on TSN.
Lincoln LS, Lincoln Navigator. 2 great ways to get away. Lincoln, American luxury.
Just about everyone I know has battled with a stripped screw. Introducing the new Craftsman screw-out damaged screw removers. Available only from Sears, it's the fast, easy way to remove damaged screws. Unlike ordinary screwdrivers or driver bits, the Craftsman screw-out damaged screw removers are able to dig in, get that needed resistance, and twist the screw out. It's made of heavy-duty steel, and it can work with either a drill or a hand driver. So call now. Get 3 different sized bits and case for only $29.99, or head over to your local Sears store. With this tool, you can take on almost any screw. Phillips, slotted, Torx, hex, even works on rusted screws. Painted over screws, too. Craftsman makes anything possible. Craftsman screw-out damaged screw removers, the easy way out. Call now and order yours for only $29.99.
To order your set of 3 Craftsman screw-out damaged screw removers, have your credit card ready and call 1-888-607-3277.
Well, it was a great opportunity for Kerry Burtnyk to possibly get 3, but interesting, both skips were bitten by the brushing bug.
They were, Vic, but this is, I was saying to Linda, we talked during, it's a reflex for the brushers to jump on this quickly when it's out of his hand, and you hear them say, whoa, they brush it quick for a minute. Kerry says to brush Linda, and then they get off it. And I think, and he said it, it was a little too much weight, more weight than he talked about.
Just a little bit more, and of course with the less weight you get more finish by this guard, which means you come across the face more of that red one. You don't touch the yellow.
Okay.
But you know, also the pressure of the situation, both of the last 2 rocks, Kevin's rock and Kerry's rock over brush, you have to remember what's at stake here and the pressure on every player to do their best.
So Burtnyk leads 2-1 as we go to the 3rd. Kevin Martin has the hammer. In goes Burtnyk. Corner goes up from Martin, and there's Burtnyk through Keith Fenton trying to cover that stone, top 8.
He just curled a little too much on him. He doesn't get it covered. It's half open.
Wait. Whoa. Close.
Don Bartlett, who wanted to say hello to his wife Shauna, his son Stuart, and happy birthday to his youngest son Donald, who will be 6 in a few days. So we wish you a very happy 6th birthday.
Not enough to bump out or to the back even.
Well, they had to wait for it, Linda.
With that weight, it would stay out a little longer, but it did push it to the back 8 foot.
Back weight.
Kevin doesn't mind opponents' rocks as long as they're in the back of the house. It sets up potential jams as this end progresses.
Clean. Yep. Clean. Yeah. Whoa. Good way. Yeah. Hard. Hurry. Hard. Come on.
Sneaking around.
Hurry it. Hard.
Yes, they do. Oh, look at the roll, too.
The only thing I might say at this time, Linda, is that this is Kerry Burtnyk's style of game, and this is the kind of game that he does like to play and does play very well. I mean, it's not that Kevin Martin can't play it as well, and it's just that this this is his forte.
Whoa, guys. Whoa, guys. Whoa. Whoa. Okay.
Got the stone off the 4 foot. Martin, remember now, playing red stones, has the hammer.
Much better setup for the person with the hammer, and that's Kevin Martin.
A piece.
Or right in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might as well.
Come right in here.
You hear the suggestion? Right in there.
With the guards now being over to the corner and those rocks, you can play off that wide yellow if you need it. So this one is an important shot to block the path around these guards.
You want to keep this high too, Linda. It can't be deep.
Just clean it. Clean it. Is it heavy?
Yeah.
Not bad. Getting tight. Not bad.
No.
Clean. Clean it.
Key line.
Clean it.
Whoa. Key line.
Whoa. Top
Down a
8.
bit.
No, he's good. He's good.
Down a
He's
bit.
all good. He's all good.
Yep.
Whoa. Yep. Yep.
They're up.
What?
Seems like we've been here once before.
Deja vu.
1 and 2. Deja vu all over again.
That 4 in the 7th end by Kevin Martin really does leap out. We know that Kevin Martin has the weapons to bring rocks into play.
Anyway,
and that's what you have to be careful. Even if you have the lead on him, it's never safe.
Back 12. Off.
That, of course, was the last game that Burtnyk lost, and he hasn't shaved since.
Shot, Carter. Sit down.
Well, the picture tells the story. Just rolled out into the open, so allows Burtnyk to play the hit and roll.
Bumper weight.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah.
With that brand new broom.
Great. Whoa. 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 Off.
Off.
Whoa. Whoa.
Rock. Shot.
Very nice to avoid any jam at the back.
I just like this kind of weight, Don.
Just through.
Kevin Martin playing around with a lot of these Yellowstones, not concerned at the moment with the number of opponents' rocks in the house.
Anyway.
He still has a chance for a little
Hard line.
flip in
Line's
behind
been
those
tight.
guards.
Hack!
Whoa, whoa.
Okay, whoa then.
Don Walchuk.
Stay close.
Whoa. Whoa,
Hack.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Nose. Stay close. Whoa.
Maybe across the
Whoa.
face. Maybe a little roll. No, nothing.
Just a little big.
Just too much weight. Wanted to flip, as Linda suggested, in behind the guard.
Same weight. Clean.
He had a great week. He was the highest third here in percentages.
Can they get it across? Can they get the roll?
They don't want to get it across this time, Vic. Otherwise, they would have jammed it on the back one.
The NFL on TSN tonight, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, Seattle and Denver.
Aren't they your Broncos, Linda?
Same weight. Hack.
Beg your pardon? I can't hear you now.
Yeah, the Broncos are struggling a little bit, but I'm still with them.
Don Walchuk.
Lots of injuries, especially in the receiving corps.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Up. Up. Up.
Fine. Shot.
Burtnyk still lying 2.
It's tempting, isn't it, Linda? It's tempting here.
Yeah, I don't want much because then he'll go around the guard.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He
Kerry
wants to go
Burtnyk was in
around
the
ours, that's
97 trials complete,
well
as
done,
was Wayne Madaw. Kevin Martin's team, 3 of the 4 members are back from the 97 trials.
Burtnyk is lying 1 and 2, and their third shot rock is Martin's, and Kerry was tempted to try and maybe go around that. He looked at it, and now they've decided to hit it. Now, if you don't sit right there, then you allow Kevin Martin to go around the corner guard and set up potentially a second point. So you got to sit it right on the nose to block the come around the corners.
Firm bump.
You always know, though, Kevin has ways. He could probably play a wide hit and roll still to get behind those corners. So that's why Kevin has gradually played with these stones to try and get into a position with his last 2 to still potentially score a pair.
Yeah.
Burtnyk's first. And he sits right there.
Okay. Even if you go back into here, something works.
Yeah.
Well, there's this, of course, what he's playing. If he can get around there, he can set up the potentially second point. What Linda was talking about a little bit, there's always this rock over here. If he wanted to hit that and then try and
We're going to be behind the tee. Take it right to the
roll
back.
over into this area here, that's a possibility as well.
Front of the button. Where do you want? Front button.
Out turn, come around.
We do know this spot will move. At least we've seen pretty good movement. There are places where you might not play the come around because you wouldn't get the finish, but Kevin believes he'll get it in this spot.
Hard to.
Okay.
Martin at his
Actually, line's
first.
good. Hard.
Trailing
Hard
2 to
line.
1.
Boat rope.
Line's real nice.
Weight's good.
Yep, line. Yep.
Ronnie Barton
Hard.
likes the weight.
Hard.
Diving towards that stone, center line.
Hard guy.
Catch something, they said.
It picked for sure.
Okay.
The line was great. You heard them call it out. Everybody at home could hear it. It was perfect. It was just a matter of the weight. It sounded perfect.
No, I think we can go out here.
We were here for the button, so that'd be good.
Yeah. And if I'm in the open, it's not the end of the world either. He wants to try and hit against those.
If you might tease it a little bit, we'll just put it up here. That's what he's saying. That rock you talked about, Linda, might come into play after all. That one on the outside.
Well, if we've got good line, we can go basically full 4 on the center line, eh? All right. If we've got good line, we can go full 4. And even if we're open, and if he wants to hit against 5 or whatever it is, pretty dangerous.
Kerry's taking a little more ice, Linda, than Kevin did, I think.
He is taking a little bit more. You heard him say he doesn't mind it being a bit of a teaser.
Good line.
Clean it. Good line. Good line.
Things are just not going Kevin Martin's way so far in this game.
Yeah, yeah. Come on, hard. Hurry hard.
Fenton and Meekin.
Hurry hard. First it'll go.
Here comes Ryan,
Hurry
too.
hard. First it'll go. Come on, keep going.
Taking it back.
Hurry
top
hard. Hurry
8.
hard. Okay.
And that's where they'll leave it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And if that one's biting at the top, 5 is what Martin will face with his
Pretty
last
tough
one.
to go wide enough.
They wanted it back a bit further, just top of the 4-foot.
Should do it.
Well, this is always the dangerous draw, isn't it, Linda? When you're playing away from the circles, he can't go out far enough here. You heard him say, so he's got to come this way, draw away from the circles to try and get his 1.
Smidgen. Oh. Hey, let's make it.
And you wouldn't play the hit on that one top 8.
Not against 4 like this. I mean, if you still got half the sheet, but it is. We saw poor Colleen Jones get into the same situation where she had to draw away from the rings and it just slipped a little too far. That should be fine right here. So
back 8.
Mine's good. Just put it on the tee line.
Mine's perfect.
Connie Bartlett saying
Mine's
back
good.
8.
Mine's perfect.
They said it was a little bit strong. They're waiting for it now.
Picking again.
Boy, that's some pressure, isn't it? 1 ran as Martin draws against 5 here in the 3rd.
Well, Burtnyk needed to get his rock right to the 4-foot, and he knew that.
We played 3, and we're all tied.
What does it take to be the world's largest fund company? It takes over 500 investment professionals who research over 5,000 companies each year. It takes over 30,000 people working day and night on your behalf. It takes resources and results. So if that's what it takes, imagine what it can give back. Fidelity. Get the world's largest mutual fund company working for you.
Why would the engineers at Michelin make sure every Alpine tire had the same ice gripping technology? Because what good are those little after-work get-togethers if nobody shows up? Michelin Arctic Alpine, Pilot Alpine, and 4x4 Alpine. Get anywhere in winter. Michelin, because so much is riding on your tires.
My name is Butch.
Tina.
My nickname is Bobo.
I'm Greer.
I love to travel. Good food.
I love ice cream.
Music. Rock and roll.
I pretty much listen to anything.
Country music.
Just not country. I love Broadway musicals. Dancing's the best. I've never been to a club.
You definitely don't want to see me dancing.
Esquire. All right, that's it. I've had it.
Ford has this holiday season all wrapped up with 0% financing and a $500 holiday bonus. During the Ford Drives Canada Holiday Wrap-Up, pay no interest on purchase of most Ford cars, trucks, minivans, and SUVs. Plus, get a $500 holiday bonus when you buy or lease. Ford Drives Canada with the Holiday Wrap-Up, 0% purchase financing, and the holiday bonus. Visit your local Ford dealer today before these deals are all wrapped up.
We pitted Castrol Syntec 1030 against the leading conventional oils in some of the world's toughest tests. The 96-hour TU3 viscosity test. The M111E, designed to break down an oil into sludge. The blistering hot VWIC deposit test. Not one conventional oil could pass all these tests. Then again, there's nothing conventional about Syntec. Castrol Syntec protects in ways other oils can't.
You're going to get an awful lot of us in the new year. Now, when our season of champions begins, we'll have the Canadian Mixed. That's January 13th, and then on through the Ford Worlds, which will come to you from Bismarck, North Dakota, April 6th through the 14th. And in between, of course, the Scott Tournament of Hearts, the Nokia Brier World Juniors. But here we are in the fourth of a 2-2 tie at the men's final Canadian Curling Trials.
Well, that was a little bit fortunate, but a nice draw by Kevin. But at the top of the rings, Linda, you heard them say it's heavy. It wasn't going to slide through the rings and give up 4 or anything, but it looked like it was going to go too far back and maybe give up a single. Burtnyk wanted to get his rock much closer to the forefoot, of course. But it did pick a little bit and just dug in.
So one bad pick on his first and maybe a beneficial pick on the last.
Exactly.
Hi, I'm Keith Fenton. I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba, and I'm a lighting sales rep for Lightmore Distributors.
Yeah, yep. Line. Needs it. Hard line. Gotta go. Hurry. Hurry. Hard line. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's my fault, Keith. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's good.
Hi, my name is Don Bartlett. I'm from Spruce Grove, Alberta. I work for Canada Post.
It's all the
I'd
way
like
there.
to say hi to all my friends and relatives in Newfoundland.
Lots of room. The line's pretty good. Lots of room, guys. Too much room.
Donnie
Stay
Bartlett
close.
has picked himself up and dusted himself off.
Wait
He took a
only.
little bit of a tumble in the
Wait
house
only.
as the
Not by the
last
guard
end
yet.
came
Not
to
by the
an
guard
end.
yet.
Oh, find the hole. And he'll tuck it behind, buddy, the top of the 4th.
Back. Yeah. Back.
Chance for Keith Fenton to get the little hit and roll. Quiet tap back and roll, I should say.
And right now the momentum is going Kerry Burtnyk's way. They've had rocks in a great spot now. The last half of the second and all of the third.
They found it 2.
Right off.
They have.
Finish.
There's the roll.
Perfectly.
It's wide open, Kevin, if you want to hit it. Wide open and some.
Well, it's just barely wide open if wide open. You'll never get the inside flop off it.
Okay.
Kevin doesn't like that stone there.
Hi, I'm Carter Rycroft. I'm from Sherwood Park, Alberta. I'm the co-owner of Prairie West Hot Shots.
Oh, sweet.
And now that stone is covered. Remember, Burtnyk with the hammer here in the 4th.
Hi, I'm Rob Meekin from Winnipeg, Manitoba, and I work for Pro Components.
Clean. Yeah. Yeah. Line. Hard. Line. Hard. Hard. How's the weight? Good. Hard. Come on. Harder. Hurry it. Hard. Hard. It's by.
Wow. Terrific rush from Ryan and Benton as they'll draw the top. 8 to lie 2 with here in 4.
Well, you don't have to be
Run it back.
too smart at this game to realize that
Try to get this.
Burtnyk's been keeping the pressure on.
Out turn.
Martin team needs a big shot from Carter right here. Run back, maybe you could get a double, but certainly need to get rid of one.
Whoa.
Carter Rycroft running back, gets nothing.
It's one of those days you just like to pull the covers over your head.
Yeah, he was feeling pretty bad after
I got it's kind of like
his
this.
stone in the second set it up for Burtnyk.
Can't miss by, ooh, any closer than that.
Here. Clean. Good line. Clean it. Room.
Rob Meekin.
Get ready.
Halfway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Halfway.
Yeah. Come on. Hurry. Hard. Hurry hard.
Halfway, and Burtnyk lies 2 buried.
This one? Doesn't really matter. We got to raise something. This roll here, that'd be an excellent shot. Okay.
Not numbers we expect from Kevin Martin even early in this game. They've just been a little bit off on several of their shots.
Hi, my name's Don Walchuk. I'm from Sherwood Park, Alberta, and I'm an investment advisor with Raymond James.
Oh. Oh. Ah.
Gets one, still leaves the corner.
Right.
Jeez.
Fell back, eh?
I think I like this one. Yeah.
We just leave it in the raise.
The raise what?
Could go back 12.
Nah. If you leave it here, he hits and rolls and.
Whatever you like,
He
Kerry.
comes around, the corner freezes.
Whatever you like.
Okay.
Oh, it's here.
Yeah.
Can't be heavy.
I'm Jeff Ryan from Winnipeg, Manitoba, and I'm the finance manager at Midtown Ford.
Clean.
Jerry Little's Midtown
Clean.
Ford.
Yeah. Line.
I've given them a lot of business.
How's the weight?
Line's good.
Hard. Needs it.
We've had our cars in there a few times.
Clean it. Yeah.
Not for fixing,
Yeah.
for putting back together.
Yeah. Right here. Yeah. Yeah. Hard. Hard. Whoa.
Wow, does that ever break? Top 4 to line 2.
So far, that's the difference. You see a Carter Rycroft run back miss by a 1/4 inch, and they're just getting by on the Burtnyk team and making the perfect shots.
Go back to something you said in the scouting report. It found it interesting, the suggestion that Jeff Ryan is the setup guy for Burtnyk, when we usually associate the leads and the seconds as the setup people.
It's really true, Vic. right down the line, it depends who you want to do your setups. Often Don Walchuk is the bailout man. Usually on some teams it's earlier. Here he's trying to bail out for the team. Got the double.
Wow.
Yes.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. When he needed it, he got it from Donnie Walchuk. And that just may be the kind of shot that turns things around.
Absolutely a great shot. You can see he hits it absolutely perfect, gets them both, and keeps the shooter in the rings.
Still not out of trouble. I hate 2 shots like that. We're still in trouble. Let's go.
But it is true, Vic, that on the Burtnyk team, they often set up longer and wait for Jeff to put the rock into scoring position. They still have a chance for 2 here if Jeff can bury this one.
We can let it work. Let it work. Get ready.
Nope, on its own.
Get ready.
Just on its own.
Catch something because it's diving at that guard. Wow. Look at that.
They almost left that way too long, Linda. That's the thing they have to be so careful with, because that definitely picks something. There's just no question.
I don't think we can get it.
Turn you throwing.
In turn.
If you remember during round robin play, I talked so much about Don Walchuk and his ability to bail his team out. This was earlier in the round robin play against Wayne Madoff. A triple on the run back. And this end, it was a double on the run back to get his team out of trouble.
End up picking this off.
Well, his initial thought was to run it back, but now he's going to try and pick it off quietly. Talk first of all about coming down and hitting this one here and running it back onto this one, but now you can see what he's done. He's gone down.
Not once it gets inside that
trying to
red line.
pick it off
Just
this way here.
Just barely. Okay.
Yeah. Problem with the run back.
We're jamming on our own over there.
Oh, easy.
Hi, I'm Kevin Martin from Edmonton, Alberta, owner of Kevin's Curling Supplies at the Ottawa Curling Club in Edmonton.
Hard. Jump a little. Hard.
Rycroft, Bartlett. They knew that it would curl, they said, inside the 4-foot line. Now they're trying to save it for their skipper. Get it by the yellow one. Can they? They do. Pick it out of there. And the roll 2.
I don't know, Jeff. You can hit it full and roll over and either sit beside it or knock it out.
Well, maybe that Walchuk stone was the turnaround stone, because this time they do get by and get the tap. Rolls a little further than he wanted, but after the big mess earlier, they'll take it.
That's the consistency of the ice, Ray, because we heard yesterday as well, inside the 4-foot, the stones really break. They'll ride once inside,
I guess
then
that's
they
plan
move.
B. My mind.
And that's when the brushers really come into effect.
You guys like to come around?
Well, they're talking about the come around. Do you like the come around, Kerry? No.
Maybe get the outside one.
He's going to play the hit on this one. He's got a couple possibilities here. He could roll over in behind this one here.
Come around? What? You like to come around?
Whatever you like.
No, I like this. Regular weight. Regular weight. Yeah, my goodness. They're not far off each other, the roll or the... You can hit and roll over beside that one. Hi, I'm Kerry Burtnyk from Winnipeg, Manitoba, and I'm an investment advisor at Wellington West.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Hard. Whoa.
Okay.
They didn't want to move that one out of there. They wanted to kind of sit on top of it a little bit.
Thanks.
Shot.
Now, we don't got to get too aggressive.
Okay, that's fine.
He's always thinking, Kerry, that's for sure. The score was tied like this, I think in the 7th or 8th, then you would have seen him play the out turn, come around, Linda.
And so far in this game, he's had his chances, so it's not like he doesn't think in a few ends down the road he won't have a chance again for a good end.
The come around, though, would have been more aggressive.
Oh yeah, way more. You're going to, you're playing it to score 2 points.
No. No, 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 no. No.
Kevin Martin and his last. Kerry Burtnyk has the hammer.
Harder.
Roll it hard. Hard. Go, 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 go.
Jump it over, bury some of it. Maybe a little, not much, if anything.
No, they can see it all.
No, you shouldn't have changed it.
Thanks, Jeff.
That's not enough ice. The middle of the rock out there is not enough.
For the angle raise doubles or? Nor are you.
Escape.
Kevin saying he just couldn't tighten up the ice anymore. It's just too risky. So he hoped for the roll, didn't quite get it. So now a chance to blank.
Final stone.
Real hard. Hard.
Don't want to sit there. Don't want to give that hammer back.
Real hard.
Roll it out. And they do. So a blank on the board here in the 4th. And we'll go to 5. 2-2 tie here in the men's final.
Ralph, get in here.
Irritated throat?
Oh, Ralphie.
Fisherman's friend? Affects you.
How does lightning smell? Smell this.
New Speed Stick Lightning, a powerful new scent.
Nice.
For strong 24-hour protection against odor and sweat.
What is the scent of an avalanche? Smell this.
New Speed Stick Avalanche, a powerful new scent.
Cool.
For strong 24-hour protection against odor and sweat.
By Manon.
One blustery autumn Sunday, 2 warriors hunkered down in the fury of battle.
For the win. Interception.
With one crushing blow, momentum turned. As the stalwart Viking mounted a final aerial assault, the battered warrior could only watch his hopes of victory vanish. And in defeat, learned dignity and grace.
NFL 2K2, rated E for everyone.
We pitted Castrol Syntec 1030 against the leading conventional oils in some of the world's toughest tests. The 96-hour TU3 viscosity test. The M111E, designed to break down an oil into sludge. The blistering hot VWIC deposit test. Not one conventional oil could pass all these tests. Then again, there's nothing conventional about Syntec. Castrol Syntec protects in ways other oils can't.
Ford has this holiday season all wrapped up with 0% financing and a $500 holiday bonus. During the Ford Drives Canada holiday wrap-up, pay no interest on purchase of most Ford cars, trucks, minivans, and SUVs. Plus, get a $500 holiday bonus when you buy or lease. Ford Drives Canada with the holiday wrap-up, 0% purchase financing, and the holiday bonus. Visit your local Ford dealer today before these deals are all wrapped up.
Every second, 1,000 decisions. Do you go for style or do you go for speed? That's your decision, love. Do you bet it all or better not? Again, your call, mate. Power slide or play it safe? Champ or chump, tough guy? It all depends. What's driving you? Project Gotham Racing, rated E for everyone.
Ralph, get in here.
Irritated throat?
Oh, Ralphie.
Fisherman's friend? Affects you.
The 2001 Canadian Curling Trials on TSN are brought to you by the all-new 2002 Toyota RAV4. You belong outside.
the trophies and the medals that will be presented to the winning team, the runner-up team, and the third-place team at these trials. And not shown there will be the reservation, the plane tickets for Salt Lake. Kelly Law has her flight all booked as the women's representative, a winner over Sherry Anderson yesterday. As we go to the fifth, in a 2-2 tie, Kerry Burtnyk, Yellowstones, has the hammer.
Well, Kevin threw the first one up short of the rings. You'll see it come into view in a moment. And Keith Fenton went around it perfectly in front of the tee line. And this is the freeze by Don Bartlett. The angle freeze. Got right to the nose, so they'll try to. Keith will try and put an angle freeze on this.
This is the kind of end we often expect from these kind of teams. A series of freezes, and this is where setting up the angles, the good angles for your stones, is so important.
Keith Fenton. Was Bartlett's stone called for out in front, or did he just come up short, do you think?
I think he called it there, Linda.
Short but tight to the rings, which it is.
Right to it. Right to it.
He wants to put this on an angle now if he can. Nice shot. Didn't want to move it quite that much. It's kind of reminds you of the Skins, doesn't it, Victor?
Very much. Just the little angles, little taps. All the stones in play.
Pull down.
Carter Rycroft.
Gotta go for weight.
Not bad. Not bad, Doug. Not bad. How's the line? Lots of room. We're there.
Oh, gotta go a bit. Gotta go a bit.
No, we're good.
There's no. This front end is
needs to curl.
Donnie Bartlett's front end.
Curl.
He's the judge of the weight.
Good shot. Excellent.
Tony Waldrick saying we should go. Nope, just leave it alone.
He really is. Don Bartlett really is the best I've ever seen at that judging. And that's an important factor, especially in a big game like this.
And that, from you, says a lot, because we've seen some wonderful leads and great rushing front ends. Notice he didn't include Ray in that.
They like halfway.
Best
We can get a
rushing
corner
front
of it.
end.
Just hair the guard, yeah?
Let's bail this.
Okay. Yeah.
Rob Meakin. Got to get open up the front.
You're just going to take the front off.
Yeah.
Vic, you have to know when the angles don't set up and you have the hammer what you want to do, and that's open it up. Just can't fool around anymore behind there. The red stones are positioned too well.
You hit it and roll here, you get them both. Like that?
Hit this one here.
You're not going to hit ours, are you?
Nope, not if you hit it on the inside.
No, if you hit it right.
You'll get both of these ones out of there.
They'll both go.
That should be safe.
Roll in the middle.
It's either that or throw a guard. Come on, a guard.
If you can get them, if you can get them both, go for them both.
Okay. Right here. Roll here. Yep. Keep your weight up.
Interesting here, Lyndon. I'm just wondering about
Just inside the nose.
the psyche here. Carter struggled a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
And here's a shot, a big shot now, and he had the option. He said, well, I'd rather play the guard. And now this is one maybe for a confidence builder for Carter Rycroft.
Now we're
Gotta go inside. Curl. Curl.
Back.
Oh, get them both. Kills his own in the process, but it's still Martin lying 2 without.
But if they hit that a little better, they'll get both of the yellow ones and leave the red stone, his own stone, right on the
I
forefoot.
just hit it here. Or you want to peel it?
Can you get them both?
Yeah.
Let's peel it then.
Peel it.
Peel it. Here.
So we go from 4 rocks in behind a front stone. If Rob makes this, there will be none.
Yeah. Whoa!
Oh, wow, did that drift out?
Boy, it's like it played like a pick.
Just went back, Rob.
Just went back on you. It was peel weight, big weight.
Yeah, we've seen that in the semifinals and the women's final. That one spot is very tricky.
Bump this straight back, Don.
You look as it comes down near the edge of the 4-foot line, right there.
See it going over right.
Very straight.
That's good.
Don Walchuk.
Plenty of room. Plenty of room.
Playing the come around now. Here it comes.
Hard. 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 Okay, whoa.
Nice shot.
Can't stay up for too long, eh? Grab.
Well, here are the men's teams that have qualified from the different countries. We know Ulrich Schmidt from Denmark and Marco Jussi-Pavliniemi from Finland. Mercier, Stock, McMillan, Trills, and Lindum, and Schwaller from Switzerland. And the U.S. trials are this coming week in Ogden, Utah.
Hard. Okay, good rock.
Okay. Cham leaves. Martin still lying one.
Board weight.
Do you know of that German team, Linda?
They beat Andy Kapp in the final
Yeah, I
of
saw that,
Germany. And what was that team from Finland again, Vic?
Marco Jussi-Pavliniemi.
Is that our current favorite name?
Has always been our favorite name, actually. I think I may be the only person that can say it. That's why it's a...
Hard.
Come on. Hard. Come on. Whoa. Okay. I was going to be open anyway.
Interesting thing about a lot of those teams, Ray, is that the time they spent in Canada playing. Marco was on a 5-week tour.
And of course, on that list, we do know one of the favorites will be Sweden. Peter Lindholm, one of the great teams over the last few years. And Vic, he also comes to Canada a lot in tours and plays in top competitions, both in Europe and Canada.
Kerry trying to get the roll behind the guard, but right out of Jeff's hand. He knew it wasn't there. The second red rock in the rings is important to this situation because it forces Kerry Burtnyk to try and get to take a single if he can't
Actually, go out with the in turn.
get a shot at a good double.
Other turn.
Let's roll away, eh?
Try to. Out turn, we jump it too much, it'll stay straight. And
What he'd like to do is hit this and just roll over here in this fashion here to lie 2.
This isn't about stealing. The rocks are not positioned well for a steal. This is about forcing your opponent to take a single.
Your way, Carter. Your way.
Carter, roll it.
And they'll roll it a stone's width to lie 2 without. Martin with his first.
I like the turn on it.
Shot.
Well, the same is true with Kerry Burtnyk. What he would like to do is hit this one here like that and then roll over here in behind that yellow stone, that red stone I should say.
Easy way.
Okay.
So often rules make the big difference in this game. You get them some days, you get them some days you don't. The team that does get them first gets the extra bonus.
Clean. Clean it. Yeah, hit. Hard. Whoa! Whoa!
Made a move towards the corner, but will stop just the edge of the 4.
Want to go anywhere with it?
Kevin Martin just a little house cleaning. He's seen a couple of stones pick.
Yep, park.
Clean. Clean.
Clean. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yep. Whoa, whoa,
Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa. Good.
Shot. Sorry, I'm just lazy today, Jeff.
To lie to. Now, is that all he's got here, or would you risk
Right here?
running an angle back and trying to kill them both and hold on to the hammer?
No, he definitely wouldn't do that. He still has control of the game. He'd be one up. If he missed the double, you'd be one down.
Bumper. Yeah. Clean. Yep. Yeah. Hard. Hard. Clean. Right up. Clean.
It runs nice and
Right up,
true in
guys.
this spot.
Right up.
And sits right there for the single. Kerry Burtnyk will get one here in 5. So midway through this men's final of the Canadian curling trials, it's a 3-2 lead. Don Bartlett and Keith Fenton throw the lead stones. Carter Rycroft, Rob Meakin are the seconds. Don Walchuk, Jeff Ryan are the thirds and the skips. Kevin Martin out of the Otwell Curling Club in Edmonton. And from the Assiniboine Memorial in Winnipeg, Kerry. All the focus was on the women yesterday. Sherry Anderson, Kelly Law in their women's final of these Canadian curling trials. Former Canadian world champion Kelly Law out of New Westminster, BC, would win it 7-3 over Sherry Anderson from Delisle, Saskatchewan. And boy, what a run it's been. Canadian world champion. Now she is an Olympian. She'll represent Canada at the Winter Games in Salt Lake City, and familiar names here as well through Denmark, Germany, Andrea Shaprona Martin out of Scotland, Dordy Nordby from Norway, and from Russia we have Olga Yarkova, and then of course Elizabeth Gustafsson from Sweden, world champion, and Lucia Ebnotter from Switzerland. And once again the men were midway through. Who will represent Canada? Well, they'll face this group, and there's good players. I mean, Hammy McMillan, obviously. We've seen great play from Juuso Paavoniemi. I mean, he went to the finished third a couple of years ago. Lindholm, world champion. The medal, the trophy, to be presented to the winner. Here in the men's side of things at the Canadian curling trials, 3-2. Kerry Burtnyk leads as we begin play in the 6th. Kevin Martin, playing red stones, has the hammer.
Well, it's the kind of game we kind of expected, Linda. I think that it's a little bit more closed than Kevin Martin would have liked, and as we talked about in the break, you've seen the momentum go back and forth a little bit. The Burtnyk team certainly had the pressure on those first 3 ends.
It really is an interesting story, and you wonder if Kerry could have gotten the 3rd point in the 2nd end, what that might have done, but he wasn't able to tap a rock quite cleanly enough, and now we feel a little bit of momentum shifting back to Don Bartlett and the Martin team. And this is a chance for Kevin Martin to continue that with the hammer. He'll put up the corner guard.
Just kind of get this feeling that it's going to all come down to one shot for somebody.
Well, it's not unexpected to see big numbers for Don Bartlett, but perfect through the first 5. Tough to beat those numbers.
Now he's going to pick his game up.
Well, that's what we saw yesterday. It was also 3-2 Law after 5 yesterday, and in a game where neither side really had taken any control. Law's team picked up their game tremendously.
Clean.
Maybe we're waiting for the same kind of thing here.
Do we have that stat after 5, Lou? The how many times you go on to win? We haven't got that one out yet.
We don't.
Well, we'll have to get that one.
Freeze.
You need some more to work on.
Just around the freeze.
When leading after 5 by Linda Moore.
It's there, isn't it?
Line's a bit tight.
Lots of
Burtnyk
weight.
comes in. Martin goes to the corner. Burtnyk covers, and now the second stone for the Martin lead. Don Bartlett.
Just touched it. Just rubbed it. Chance for Rob
Hey,
Meekin.
bumper.
Weight, little hit and roll. In behind.
Yep.
Clean. Clean. Clean it. Whoa. Off. Yep.
It's going to roll to the outside now.
Right away.
And that's where he goes to lie 2, edge of the 8.
Well, there's no question about one thing in the first 5, and that is Carter Rycroft is struggling on his hits. We've seen that on several occasions. So Rob Meekin with the edge at the moment.
Corner freeze. All right.
You hear the call. Corner freeze. Kevin said you can play the bump and roll. Hit it and roll over.
Line only. Line's good. Line's real nice.
Oh, lots of weight.
Looks like a lot of weight.
Yeah, we're there.
Oh.
It's coming down.
Okay, just
Whoa.
freeze.
We're still there.
Line's
Oh.
excellent.
We're all the way there.
Whoa.
Shot, Carter.
Very nice.
How much does Kevin Martin need Carter Rycroft to pick up his game a little bit, Linda?
Well, because he's struggling with
You
the
like a
hits,
freeze
and
or a
that is
bump?
the way they set up their ends. It's something very important for Carter to pick up on the hitting game. That may be one of the reasons, Vic, they go to that decision,
Actually, no,
playing
let's
that
play the
tap
freeze.
or
Freeze
freeze
there.
as opposed to playing the hit and roll.
I talked to Carter at breakfast this morning, and he said to me admittedly that he was really nervous. I can't get my stomach to settle down, you know, and it's understandable.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, it's
Clean. Clean.
Weight's
Where's
good.
the weight?
Good.
Whoa, if you can.
Wait.
Good line. Whoa, let it work. Let it work. Whoa. Whoa, keep roll. Good job, Rob. Good rock.
Burtnyk line 2 without the hammer here. 4. Go back to what you said earlier about these the veteran aspect of these two teams. You know, you said Burtnyk,
See if we can get to the nose
7
of it.
years together at the previous
Offset
trials.
him a little bit.
3 of Martin's team. The
Sure.
only one that doesn't have that experience
Should
is
be able to get to the nose.
Carter Rycroft.
Yes, he doesn't have the trials experience or world experience that the rest of the team have.
just back 12-foot weight is what he was asked for here. Just move them around a little bit. Move the yellow rock back to the back 12.
No line. Yep. Hard. Hard. Gonna have to roll it away. Whoa.
Nice
Weight
shot.
was perfect.
Enough to be shot? I don't think so. Still thinking it's the yellow tee line, edge of the 8.
It's a pretty small hole to get through.
Yeah.
Could play the raise into the crotch, too.
Can't whip the red one?
What's that?
Can't whip.
Push him in the rings.
Yeah, you could, but
Probably in the rings anyways.
I like this. Raise it into here.
Okay.
Regular.
We talked about the battle at third during the break and showed you the great shots they've made so far. Nothing to choose really between them at the moment.
Yeah. Hard! Hard all the way!
Angle it back into the crotch. Jeff Ryan, angle it back. Nope.
Rock.
They'll kill the red. Oh boy, they get away with the possible jam at the back too.
Well, he wanted to hit it a little higher on the high side and drive it at a little better angle. You could have got both the red ones, Linda. Just curled a little too much.
It's pretty good too. Nah, go here.
Wanted to hit it more on the side with the red stone. Not a lot of room to do it, but that meant they would have gone into the red and also left the yellow in a better spot. Now there's a hole to draw through.
We want to go this turn?
Oh, this is the way. Huh?
What?
This is the way to go. In turn.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. In turn, we're just playing the draw.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This way.
It was a good thing he checked. I think Don thought he was playing the hit and roll.
Yeah, I think he did too.
Should be there. Clean. Clean. All the way. Room. All the way.
So there's that, weight judgment from Bartlett right away.
Plenty of weight.
Same 14, Linda?
Should be.
It's going to move.
Hard. Weight's there.
So just shy of the 14. Now it breaks.
Played off the red.
Finish it. Finish it.
Interesting. Were they expecting a little bigger finish?
It definitely didn't move in. Just about hog line in. It didn't move as they thought.
Through. Right. Or do you want to freeze?
Just through, or do you want to come down and freeze to it?
Let's freeze.
Well, you can go over top.
Freeze right on the top of it.
Good. Lots of room. Whoa, line, whoa, line.
Line's fine.
Okay, yeah. Hard. How's the weight? Yeah. Hard. Man.
Fenton and Meekin now. You can hear him. Lean on it, boys. Come on. Drag it by.
Gotta go.
Get it by. They do. Now take it right down to the face. Fenton, Meekin trying to bring it down. As far as it goes, and that's how far they'll go.
Now the hit and roll.
Roll into here.
Didn't go quite far enough. The brushers took it at the end, but there's still room to roll.
Linda's talking about is hitting this here.
You like that?
Not much we can do with that center one, eh?
And coming across here. Rolling right into that position right there.
Good. I like that. What's that?
That's fine. He can't do much there.
Make the roll.
Yellowstone isn't a great spot. It didn't come quite deep enough. That's the one they just drew in. And also it's not at a good angle for Kerry Burtnyk to use.
Hard. Oh. Hard. Hard.
Tony Walchuk.
Hard. Oh. Hard. 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 Oh.
Got the hit. Yes, you do. Got the roll. Sure they do.
Good shot.
Gotta go there, eh?
Nice throw. Nice and clean.
It was a nice clean throw, you heard them say, and that means on and off with the brushing and a great roll. These aren't easy out on the sides. If you don't throw them cleanly, they run very straight and you never have a chance for that great roll.
Now the run back, Linda, hitting this stone here onto that, driving it down onto that, which would remove the back one.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stay close, yeah. Whoa.
Kerry Burtnyk.
Yeah, whoa, whoa.
Finish.
Bang, 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 bang.
Okay.
And it'll leave one sitting back four.
Kevin Martin's numbers are a little lower than Kerry's, but he has made maybe the toughest shot, and that was a draw against 4 or 5 earlier in the game. Kerry Burtnyk's hit's just superb, and he was just a little bit off on that last one.
Well, nice chance here for Martin now to really put himself in a position to maybe score 3. Coming around here, getting the stone right into this area here.
And of course, the guards out front are overlapped now. That was the shooter of Kerry's that rolled over in front of the red guard.
Lots. Really?
Lots of weight, Don.
Wow, lots of room. No, the line's pretty good.
Lots of weight. Hurt. We're heavy.
Okay, hold it.
Hurt. We're heavy.
Whoa. Yep.
Hurt.
Hard.
Hurt.
Now for line.
Fight the top 4.
All the way there. Hurt. 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 Shot.
To line 2. Did it curl a little too much on them?
Yes.
God, I guess.
Would have been nice to have a little deeper.
Well, I thought it was heavy.
Yeah.
Said it was heavy all the way.
Yeah, the brushers were a little wrong. I've told you how good normally Don Bartlett is about this. He was saying heavy, meaning usually behind the tee line, and it definitely stopped in the top 8.
You can see what Kerry has to do here. He has to come down here and try and sit right on the face of this one right here. Try and get himself out of this.
The hair last, I think.
Chance to take the end away from Martin as he lies 2 with the hammer. Want to be right on it, no separation.
Right on it.
Clean. Easy. Good weight. Clean. Whoa. Whoa for line.
Line of room.
Whoa for line. Whoa for line.
It's got the weight.
This one's hanging out,
Stay
taking
with
a
it.
different path than Kevin Martin's did.
Finish.
Got the speed. It's released
More.
there.
Finish.
Maybe a little rub will help.
Okay.
Okay.
He had the weight if he just had got by the rock. It's 2 for Martin now. Draw for 3.
Guys.
The out turn. Okay.
Just a little worried about that.
You don't like that?
That rode the line, unlike most of the other draws, and won't get by.
Whichever one you want. It's 3 ways.
Whatever you like, Kevin. Whatever you like.
He can tap this one up here. Whatever Kevin feels like, he could tap that one up for 3. Or he could come
Same out here. Jeff
this way over here for 3.
14-1 right to here.
Yeah, we got to go way
That's
out.
where he had to go too. Exact same shot.
No, he had to go wider. It stopped here. I can't get to there. I had to go a little wider than
All
he
we
did.
need is not even 4 foot.
It'll work here too. Whatever one you prefer.
Whatever you want to be like, Kevin. I don't care.
Well, it's either the in-turn bump or the out-turn draw.
Whatever you want.
That's the only 2.
All right.
Well, that works.
Huh?
Yep.
The higher percentage shot would be what, in your opinion?
Well, when you involve another stone, I think that you know, it lowers the chances. This way is a draw. He hasn't.
Basically, hit the stupid thing on the inside.
Same weight over here. Just a smidge.
I don't really like the out turn down the center. No. Okay, guys. Same weight you figured? A little stickier?
Just not much. He threw 14-1 to the button with a little bit of sweeping.
That was what? 3rd end?
Yeah.
All right.
Heavy right now.
I'm way out there.
Sitting 2, drawing for a 3rd.
Just for weight.
Kevin Martin in his final stone here in 6.
It's got to move. It's got to move. Big time, it's got to move.
It's hanging way out.
Wait for it to the end.
It's got to move.
Wait for it. T-line. T-line. Curl.
Coming in time, and will it sit in time? It looks like it may have.
Yeah, I think it did. I think it's 3.
2 for sure. Jeff Ryan has a look.
I think, measure, Jeff.
Yeah, measured. I think it's.
Yeah, I think it is too.
So they seem to feel it is a 3rd red, but they'll measure just to make sure. Go back to the round robin game.
Yeah.
Linda, when Kevin Martin scored a big 4 late, came a little later. This one, though, comes with him a point down.
This rock looks like it's going to slide, Linda, but right as soon as it gets into the rings, it just really digs in and kind of fudges. Watch right here. You'll see how quickly it slows up. Like it's sliding freely there. Now right here, watch. just stopped. All of a sudden stopped.
Yeah, the time at the hog line made it seem that it was quite strong. Now, it wasn't a path where they were way out on different kind of ice. That might have contributed to how quickly it slowed. Set the dial. Watch how much it goes up the dial.
Three red, 3 for Martin here in the 6th.
Ford has this holiday season all wrapped up with 0% financing and a $500 holiday bonus. During the Ford Drives Canada holiday wrap-up, pay no interest on purchase of most Ford cars, trucks, minivans, and SUVs. Plus, get a $500 holiday bonus when you buy or lease. Ford Drives Canada with the holiday wrap-up, 0% purchase financing, and the holiday bonus. Visit your local Ford dealer today before these deals are all wrapped up.
You already know these uses for your Karcher. Here's a few you might not have thought of. The hat rack. The shower. The centerpiece. The chandelier. You can always use a Karcher.
To send you and 3 friends on the ultimate Olympic road trip. Watch the gold medal hockey game live, then party at our concert with the Tragically Hip and Canada's Olympians. Look in specially marked cases for your chance to win. No purchase necessary, must be 21.
A whole lot can happen out of the blue. With that blue.
Best Western is the largest hotel chain in the world. Over 4,000 hotels in over 80 countries, all inviting you to get a good night's sleep. Best Western, the world's largest hotel chain. Call 1-800-WESTERN. Face it, kids are simply priceless. Which is why kids stay free at Best Westerns worldwide. Best Western, the world's largest hotel chain. Call 1-800-WESTERN.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la la.
This year, make one part of Christmas a little easier. Come to Shoppers Drug Mart for great gift ideas. And now, get this free picture frame when you spend $30 on cosmetics or fragrances.
Fa la 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 la.
Nicorette gum. Take it one craving at a time.
So 3 for Martin in the 6th, and he has a 5-3 lead. Kerry Burtnyk has the hammer back as we begin here in 7. On a Sunday afternoon at the Agridome in Regina.
Rocky.
The winner moving on to represent Canada at the Winter Olympics in Salt Lake City.
Well, Kerry just rubbed that guard. He said he was worried about the ice that they had for that shot because the weight was, I think the weight was pretty well there, Linda. I think it would have been in the 4-foot anyway. It made Kevin Martin's shot to get 2 much more difficult. He may have tried to pick it out or something just for a deuce, but he left him a draw for 3 and he made no mistake. The rock was definitely sliding. It looked like it was going to slide too far, then it just kind of picked and stopped dead. You could see it clearly on the screen.
At the end of the last end, Don Walchuk turned the stone over and was removing something from the face of it, so it definitely caught something as it hit the house.
So there's a couple of fortunate picks for Kevin, but he had one go against him earlier in the game as well. But you'll see now they'll start banging everything.
Throw another guard too.
But with the free guard zone rule, it gives you a chance to get Brock up in front. You can get 2 up if you want. They'll just tap these back now.
Good line.
Keith Fenton.
Go, Jeff. Clean it. Yep. 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 Line. Come on. Hurry. Hard. 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 Come on. Hurry hard. Hurry hard.
Good shot.
It's a good shot. It's got the angle on it, but Kevin O'Peel, the corner guard now.
Carter Rycroft. It's interesting, Ray. The rule, the free guard zone rule, is to put stones in play. But even having said that, with Martin up by 2, leading 5-3, when he's at his best, playing the Peel game, the rule still doesn't do enough, does it?
Well, you know, the choice that Kerry had there was to throw up another corner guard if he'd wanted, and not play to the face of the rocks in the house.
Yep.
They do peel very well, Vic. There's no question about that. They saw a couple of misses early with peels, but.
And it comes back to your comment, Vic, about the round robin game where you mentioned how close it was and how Kevin broke it open late. Right. If you can get Kevin down early and make him play that quieter game, I think you have a much better chance. So go back to that shot that Kerry had for 3 and 2. Those little things, if you can keep him down and playing the soft shots, you have a much better chance.
Well, also the draw in the end where Kevin made the great draw against 4. If Kerry's rock gets to the top of the button,
that's right.
There's no shot. Those are small things, but those are the things that all add up at the end, and they stand out on the scoreboard. You go back to the semifinal with Bert Gretzinger. Bert played a perfect 5th end, and then went too deep with his last one and gave Kerry a out. We showed that in our show earlier. Those are the things that really hurt you in this game.
Rob Meakin.
Have a look. Clean it. Track. Good.
We've been tracking that battle at 3rd, and in the last end, one of the big differences was just a little mistake on Jeff Ryan's shot. He's trying an angle. If you make this properly, you remove the red stones and leave the yellows in a better spot, but no, it rolls too far, opens it up. And then look at Don Walchuk setting up the end for his skip. He gets the perfect hit and roll, and that is the great way to set up a big end. So just that little difference in the last end at that 3rd position.
I got to carry. It's good.
Yep. The intern freeze.
Come down here.
The Burtnyk team know now that they're in trouble because this team peels so well, and they were kind of struggling a little bit early, but they're into a rhythm now.
Back 4.
Line, how's the line?
Clean. How's the weight?
Jeff Ryan.
Good. Got some room, but it's got to be here. Hard. Good line. Good line. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. Hard, hard. Hard.
Drag it back. Shot stone back of the button with some backing. The next edition of Sports Center with Corey Warren comes your way at 6:30 Eastern Time. That's 3:30 Pacific. The usual busy Sunday. He'll wrap it up for you. Sports Center, 6:30 Eastern.
You can see the little fudging in the 4-foot path, Linda. That one was sliding, and all of a sudden it just stopped dead. And we talk about that all the time.
Hard. No, whoa, whoa. Shot down.
indication as well, isn't it? And we've seen in the past, if you're freezing with this kind of team and this kind of weight, you have to freeze it perfectly because they'll get their kind of weight gets everything.
Oh, yeah.
Now that was a nice shot by Jeff Ryan. The only shot that Kevin had was to peel off the front one because of the nice almost freeze by Jeff. And now he needs to put a second one into a position that Kerry can use.
It's a good weight.
He wants it. He wants it high here.
Yeah.
So that if Kevin runs it back, he'll rub it onto the Yellowstone, which will jam on the back red one.
Want to give it a go?
And when it comes to skip shots, just a fraction of an inch made a difference here. Kerry Burtnyk trying to freeze in the last end to get his team out of trouble, and he throws it very well right at the target. The weight is perfect. It will not creep off that line. And that little rub, that little tiny touch means that Kevin has the draw for 3. Kevin got a little fortunate here because it looked like it might slide, might not draw in. But still, he had the chance because of that small mistake by Burtnyk.
See, it just stopped dead.
Trying the thin shot.
No.
Nope.
Boy, he's so close on those, trying to get it thinly across to the other yellow.
Curled at the end a little. Yeah, I thought it might float a little. Yeah.
That was Martin's first. Kerry Burtnyk does have the hammer in this 7th, down 5-3.
Top 12's good. If he wants to try and run the double, he's going to have to flirt with disaster.
Kerry's going to put it right back there because Kevin's trying to run that double over, and if he ever hits it wrong, he could jam it down to the back one. So
where do you want this?
Yeah. Here.
just in the 12-foot, just biting the 8-foot.
Where is it? Top house?
Yep.
Yeah.
Easy, clean.
Top 8.
The times have been very consistent around that 14-second mark, except for the one of Kevin Martin's that grabbed.
Yep. Hard. Whoa.
Good spot.
Good spot.
Shot.
Try to hit the same.
Hey?
I might as well try it.
No double jam?
Well, you hear Don Walchuk. Be careful, Kevin,
maybe,
now.
eh?
Be careful, he says. You come down here and you hit this wrong, and you jam it back, and you jam it back onto this one here.
Yeah, you're right though. If it does go across the top,
this one goes onto this one, you could give up 3. That's why he's playing it there. He's just going to play the hit and roll, I think, Linda, is he not now?
He is trying to roll in front of the other two and block the draw.
Yeah, that's why Kerry put it there, right there. You heard Kevin's answer when he talked to Don Walchuk. We got to be nothing we can do, pal. So all he wants to do is come down, hit this one here, and try and roll over into this area here.
all normal.
Kevin Martin in his last.
Clean.
Hey.
Well.
Oh.
Well.
Whoa. Roll it, Carter.
Got the hit, yes.
Okay.
And we'll sit right there.
Draw for 2. That's a great. That's an end, Linda, that we could use at our clinics, because that was a classical end of how you set up getting a deuce. Jeff Ryan makes a good come around, and then you play to the other side, and now you end up with a draw for 2 to tie this game up. Terrific end. Perfect example of how you generate that second point.
And we know it's not easy to separate stones and keep Kevin Martin from making the double, so Kerry did position them very well.
This is the big shot, obviously. You've worked hard to get this extra point. You've got to make this. You're all tied up playing 8.
Final stone in the 7th. Chance to tie.
Great draw, guys.
The two-time Canadian, one world champion.
Right off then.
Kerry Burtnyk.
How's the line?
Nothing.
It's fine.
A little heavy. Going to use the backing here.
It's fine.
Nothing from Fenton or Meekin. Going to be fine. Yes, it is. Burtnyk and company out of the Assiniboine Memorial, Winnipeg, come back. Martin will have the hammer when we come back.
Lincoln LS, Lincoln Navigator. 2 great ways to get away. Lincoln, American luxury.
This filter was taken from a furnace humidifier. It's completely clogged by calcium and lime deposits. But watch what happens when this filter is dipped in CLR. Clear, the most remarkable household cleaner you've ever used. These same hard water deposits make your shower doors and wall tile dull and nearly impossible to clean. But CLR wipes away even caked-on hard water stains from bathroom tile and shower doors. These calcium and lime deposits cause your shower heads to spray in all directions. But just dip your clogged shower head in CLR and instantly it works like new. Coffee decanters often get so stained they look like they've been permanently etched, but a little CLR makes the stains instantly disappear. Ceramics and plastics don't rust, but the minerals in your water cause rust to form in your bathtubs, sinks, and basins. Now watch how easy CLR wipes away those unsightly stains. Yes, if CLR can clean a filter this badly clogged, then you know how fast and easy it will work for you.
At participating Canadian Tire, Home Hardware, Safeway, Co-op stores, Revy Home and Garden, Pro Hardware, Do-It Centers, True Value Hardware, and Zellers.
You want to knock over a casino? 3 casinos?
150 million without breaking a sweat. You're either in or you're out. Right now.
You gotta be nuts.
Exactly.
It'd be nice working with proper villains again.
Scared? You suicidal?
Someone call for a doctor?
You're a thief and a liar.
I only lied about being a thief.
Check the batteries?
Ocean's 11.
Nicorette gum. Take it one craving at a time.
We hope you'll join us when our season of champions begins in the new year. It starts the weekend of January 13th with a mix. There you see the schedule taking us right through to the Ford Worlds early in April in Bismarck, North Dakota. Olympians, they are now. Kelly Law and her team from New Westminster, BC. Kelly on the right, Diane Nelson the lead, and we congratulate them again.
Think that was a bit strong, maybe?
Yeah, you were.
Okay.
As they will represent Canada in Salt Lake City. 5-5, we go to the 8th. Kevin Martin playing the Redstones has the hammer.
Yep. That was a nice deuce by Kerry. Last in set up by the great draw by Jeff Ryan.
Good line.
First stone in, corner guard up. Now they're going to come around the corner guard to try and take away the come around for Kevin Martin.
Sneak it by, they do.
Come on. Yep.
Now take it back as far as they can and bury it. Top 8.
Well, this is going to be a fun end. Trying to freeze to the face of it.
Don Bartlett.
Should be there.
Freeze.
Lots of weight.
Okay, not much room. Pretty good.
Whoa. Lot of weight.
Whoa.
Hopping.
Well, right off. Right off.
Didn't want to bump this much.
Not a shot we normally see from Don Bartlett, just too heavy.
Yeah.
Great chance for Rob Meakin. Hit this red stone, just rolling behind the guard.
Clean. Yeah. Hurry. Hurry. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Off, off. Off. Off, try and keep.
No roll, sits right there, but lies 3 without here in 8.
Shot. That may be in a little bit more weight than
Might
Kerry
be able to get a
expected,
little
but
flop.
maybe not. Just didn't move.
You want to hit and roll the other way, double? That was my first idea, yeah. If you hit and roll, he's going to guard, isn't he? Probably. Yeah, we do there. Yeah. Solid board.
You can get the double as well as the roll if you're rolling towards the yellow stone, not in behind the red.
Carter Ryan.
It's good.
An angle double and a roll.
Curl, baby. Come on, curl. Curl, baby.
Nothing from
Got curl ton.
the 2 Dons. Angle it back.
Sit down, bro. Sit down, bro.
Shooter will go.
Is that one dead or? I don't know.
That go out? Yeah. Play it tight, Gerd. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Keep it tight.
Rob Meakin. It's interesting, we still haven't seen a team yet, Linda, really grab it, take control. You know, there's 1 or 2 shots don't allow you to really set it up yet, you know?
That's right. It's really a game where the momentum has gone back and forth. One missed guard this end, and you'll give Kevin a chance to set up his 2. These guards are so important.
Gotta go more. Hey, Rob, you're good. You're perfect.
Go far enough.
It's a hole.
Yeah, it just didn't curl.
Just bump it through.
Wanted to come to the
That's
center line
back line.
more.
Well, anyway. Off.
Carter
Where we at?
Rycroft.
Off. Hack. Oh, a lot of room.
Trying to find the hole. Just bump it back, said Kevin Martin.
Clean yet? No. Back line now. It's coming down. Back 8.
Got to find the hole. Find the hole. Find the hole and bump it back. Should make him feel a little bit better, but the lips are still dry.
It was very close, though. It hung out there a long time.
I think the release was a little bit in out, just a tiny bit, and we saw Kerry Burtnyk get caught in that spot with it going straight. A good finish.
There's a big shot here needed from Jeff Ryan. Just to freeze.
Oh boy, right on it now. Fenton, Meakin, they're going to try and find it. trying to drag it. Look at the pressure on the brushes. Now they back off. Got the hole. They do. Take it right down on top. Right down on top like that.
It's a great shot by Jeff Ryan at the right time. A number of things that Kerry Burtnyk can do with that.
I don't mind that.
2 ends in a row.
Dangerous,
Jeff Ryan
though.
with the big draw.
Huh? The only good news is if we just miss it, it jams here. Okay. Then we can double peel.
He wants to hit this one here, across here, onto this one here.
Good shot.
And you heard it, if we just miss it, he said, if we happen to just miss it, it'll come down, it may hit that one, but this one here will jam on that stone.
Don Walchuk asked for another big shot. Made one earlier that seemed to turn things around for Kevin Martin.
Oh, hard!
Can they angle it back and angle it around the road? Angle it back. There they go.
Great shot. That's the kind of shooting that we see from him all the time.
Great line call too by Kevin. But man, does he make a lot of those shots.
That was a dangerous shot too if you jam it wrong.
Yeah, hard line!
Oh, no sooner you let it go, you could hear Fenton and Meekin called on it. One more time for the front end from the Assiniboine. One more time trying to drag it down. And this time, it won't make it.
Okay. That's not bad. Very good.
Inside, perfect weight, inside right out of his hand.
Just turned it. Yeah, cranked it.
He's short of the 4-footer, biting the 4-footer.
You can play the big weight shots. Now you have to change gears. And it's a little soft touch from Don Walchuk.
In it.
Rope.
Really have to. Where are we at?
T line, just short of T.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa, hard. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Good.
Shot.
Shot. Fine.
Shot.
Good girl.
That surprised you, Ray, the lack of finish there?
Yeah, I thought it would finish a little more than that.
Yeah, think so. Bumper weight? Yeah. Just roll to about. I don't mind if I show him a corner even. Even I wonder if Hack can just try and sit on top of it almost. The trouble is if we catch this. Yeah, you can't. Yeah. No bumper.
You heard the conversation. We're going to try and roll.
Weight.
Sit right here.
Kind of roll a little bit over the face of it, or even roll, half behind the guard.
Kevin Martin trying to set up for his deuce.
Here in the 8th of a 5-5 tie, Kerry Burtnyk and his first.
Yeah, hard. Yeah, hard. Ray. Hard. Hard. Wow, wow, yeah. Hard.
One more time. They're on it, looking for the tap. And it still is Martin lying one, back edge of the 4th.
Bad.
It's a pretty tough freeze. Just solid board.
Very appreciative crowds always here in Regina. Kevin Martin.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
It'll curl.
Right off. Right off.
It should curl.
Right off.
Oh, squall. Here it comes.
Yep.
Here it comes.
Whoa, up.
Hard.
Yep. Hard. Roll it.
Angle it back and roll it over and bury it.
Great shot.
Roll a little far.
Hey.
It's good. Good call. That's good.
I was hoping to roll
Yeah,
just a
pretty good.
little bit less. You'll see where the rock ends up. It is dead buried. A little hit and flip by your opponent.
Did you throw a hack here, Rob?
That could be tough.
Well, you can see what Burtnyk is doing here. He's going to try and come down, hit this one here, and try and roll just over here a little bit. Sit right there.
But if that red one didn't roll as far, what would be the...
Then he might be able to tap it up onto that other rock.
Yeah.
Final stone, Kerry Burtnyk.
Whoa. Yeah.
He just got 2 to tie, in danger of maybe giving up a deuce right back here. Able to hold it for their skipper. Oh, and it'll roll too far.
Okay.
Yeah, just had to bring it all the way. They had to take a chance with it, I guess, Linda, and bring it all the way.
That should be plenty. You like the in? Nope.
Try.
Okay.
Great attempt for sure. If he rolls, he just had to hold it a little bit more. It rolled too far. You can see it just at the end. It moves a little bit more, and he just rolls. If he stops there, it's absolutely perfect.
Before we were rocked on the yellow, runs like Donnie, so no, that's too tough. This out shouldn't go much. Same speed.
Just go back in this end. It was unfortunately just Jeff Ryan's shot that he had a chance to get out of this situation, but big draw. Extra point in the 8th end, give you a 7-5 lead.
How's the weight?
Line's
Little
good.
tight.
Line's
you
good.
wait.
Hard line.
Real nice.
When you wait.
Whoa.
Line's
Whoa.
real
We're okay.
nice.
We're okay. Just
Lots
wait
of
now.
weight.
Line's good. Line's good.
Lots of weight here.
Feel
Whoa, line's good.
the tension. And
Lots of weight.
Wow then.
maybe the occasional little bit of panic in the voices from both ends. Looking for his 2 here. Got to sit for him. Don't give it away. And it will back edge of the 4. Martin will get his deuce. So they trade 2s. Martin's last, and he has the lead.
Ralph, get in here.
Irritated throat?
Oh, Ralphie.
Fisherman's friend? Affects you.
This holiday season, give the gift of style. Ray-Bans and every other style under the sun at LensCrafters.
Best Western is the largest hotel chain in the world. Over 4,000 hotels in over 80 countries, all inviting you to get a good night's sleep. Best Western, the world's largest hotel chain. Call 1-800-WESTERN. Face it, kids are simply priceless. Which is why kids stay free at Best Westerns worldwide. Best Western, the world's largest hotel chain. Call 1-800-WESTERN.
Ford has this holiday season all wrapped up with 0% financing and a $500 holiday bonus. During the Ford Drives Canada holiday wrap-up, pay no interest on purchase of most Ford cars, trucks, minivans, and SUVs. Plus, get a $500 holiday bonus when you buy or lease. Ford Drives Canada with the holiday wrap-up, 0% purchase financing, and the holiday bonus. Visit your local Ford dealer today before these deals are all wrapped up.
Come on, Canada. It's time to party.
We are ready to rock. Whether you're a curling fan or you just love a good party, it's time you put Nokia Briar on your Christmas wish list. With packages as low as $80, all you have to do is tell the family which one you want.
So you gonna buy me a Briar mini pack for Christmas?
Why? You think it's the only way you're gonna get there?
No.
Rocky to the Rockies in Calgary.
winning. To me, it is everything. But I don't often win games. I save them.
What does it take to be the world's largest fund company? It takes over 500 investment professionals who research over 5,000 companies each year. It takes over 30,000 people working day and night on your behalf. It takes resources and results. So if that's what it takes, imagine what it can give back. Fidelity. Get the world's largest mutual fund company working for you.
We started slowly, and then Martin's 3 and 2 and 7 Burtnyk, 2 and 8. That's how we come to this 7-5 Martin lead as we go to the 9th, and Kerry Burtnyk has the hammer. Bert Gretzinger and his team out of the Kelowna Curling Club. What a week they had, making it to the semifinals before losing to Kerry Burtnyk. That was on Friday night, 8-6 Burtnyk winning.
That kind of caught something at the end. I mean, it was sliding pretty freely. You could see it spin just at the end.
Top 8.
That's tough for Burtnyk, isn't it? Or any team in that situation. You just got 2 and now you turned them right back.
Yeah, you had to just give up the single if you could there, Vic. And
Easy.
what you want in a game like this with all the pressure and all the marbles on, you want to come home at least tied up. And you know, sure, nice if you have last rock, but even if you don't, there's so much at stake that
Clean it! Clean it! Yep. Whoa. Yep, hard.
Shot.
Sleeping, guys.
Linda, we saw in the recap there the difference in the game. You know, we had the single point. I guess Burtnyk had 2 in the second, but really just basically traded their singles. But 6 on now, we've seen multiple points. 3s, deuces, changing hands. Why do you think?
Guard?
Well, we've seen a lot of rocks in play. Both teams now putting rocks in play. And
come around.
Like we usually do, Vic, key shots by the thirds. Just think of the wonderful shots. Jeff Ryan set up a deuce with an almost freeze. Then we come back in 8. Don Walchuk makes a double. So there have been just tremendous shots. And when you have this many rocks in play, there's a risk of giving up multiple scores.
I might have been tempted to play one more guard out front here.
Clean it.
They're trying to freeze on the back one.
Clean it. Matter. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now, whoa, whoa, off.
Oh, sorry.
The winner here, of course, will be added to the men's list as Ed Lukowicz and Kevin Martin in 88-92 were demonstration sports. Mike Harris picking up a silver medal in Nagano.
There's a nose hit.
Well, that's the one thing you don't want if you're Mr. Martin.
Go here, he's got that. You have to come deep.
This is a tremendous respect that Kerry has for the Martin team as far as where you position rocks and not leave doubles.
Yeah, he's got the double in red, I guess, but I mean.
Yeah, you can't guard against everything.
Right here.
2 back.
Oh, that's good. There's one in there.
Well back.
The double they're talking about is running the top red onto the yellow and rolling over. If you put your rock too high in the house, they could roll over and catch your other one as well.
Clean.
Clean.
Where is it? Clean it if you
D-line.
can.
Back.
Clean it if you can.
Can't. Whoa.
Right here.
It's there.
Stay with it.
It's there.
Easy. Yep.
Boy, back edge 8.
Boy.
That's a great shot by Robbie Meek, and that's exactly where they wanted it. It was a fabulous shot.
All right. We got third. So we got third shot now, eh? I feel. Well,
Carter Rycroft.
Better spot.
Now, by moving that stone, you heard somebody say we can't go to the double. What's happened here for Martin?
Well, before the redstone top 8 could be driven onto the yellow one, touching the 4-foot area, and you'd get it by your other red. Now you can't do it.
What Linda's talking about, Vic, is this one. Is this one here?
Right here.
Sure, what else do you think?
tap one of theirs back.
Well, they say not until
that red
heavily
back,
he sings.
It's not a bad shot, actually.
We're bump it back here.
Well, which is
Eventually, they have to make a play on the red rocks.
If you ever bump it roll there, it
you
ain't
might
too good.
set him up for a double.
Okay, I'll go over here then. It's fine.
It's not bad. I mean, if you bump it on the nose, you kiss this onto here.
I know.
Okay, let's play bump it back here.
Back. Just gotta be pretty careful.
Wow, that's not much ice.
No more. Give my hair more. Oh, okay.
Just a back 8-foot weight.
Clean.
Looks like lots of weight.
Hey, yeah! Hard! Hard! Come on! Hurry hard!
Tap it back. Maybe
Hurry!
get a little kiss off your own here. Move it back.
Oh,
Good rock.
that's a very nice shot, Linda. Pushes it onto the face.
No, they said they didn't mind just touching other rocks. They do get a little touch, red onto yellow, and touches it over to the face. Martin needs a big shot here.
And he's going to call on the big shot maker, Don Walchuk.
Trying to peel the 2 yellow off of there without jamming in the back red one. You know how hard he can throw these.
He's made everything. Got
Come
one
on,
more
honey.
here. Will it go? One more brush. No, it'll hang around. And they could come back to bite Martin. Those 2 at the back of the 12.
Timeout.
First now of 2 to be used by Kerry Burtnyk.
And this was so close, just to had to hit the yellow in the T-line area just a little bit thicker to get the rock both of them out. But think back to the last stand. I mean, that's so close by Walchuk, and then think of what he made last stand to really clean up the house and set up the stones for Kevin Martin. This is why you're afraid to leave these shots for Don Walchuk. There he made it so close this end to catching it. Kevin knows that he's going to have to make a big one, though.
Well, at this stage, you can kind of hear Kerry Burtnyk go listen to them talk. They'd be happy to get their 2 here, I think, Linda. They're just trying to make sure they get their deuce.
He's throwing 2.
Yeah, but we got to make a good shot to nose it first of all. I mean, it's a little bit risky to draw, but, you know, if we make a good draw.
Don't forget, of course, the NFL on TSN tonight, 7:30 Eastern.
I kind of like that.
That's the same draw I had, eh? 2 ends ago, pretty much.
Where? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, it was just maybe a bit here, but that's where I came to.
The reason they're having this long discussion is because of what Walchuk and Martin can do with the big hits. There are so many teams that would make a play on that red one to try and move it back. But they're afraid of leaving the yellows in the rings in a position where a double or even a triple could be made.
Right there.
And you would never fool, would you, with trying to just raise it back between the stones? That's too dicey.
No, that's too dangerous.
Clean it. Got it clean.
Jeff Ryan.
Can't bump, guys.
Unless it's heavy.
Don't want to bump it back.
It'll finish.
You want to sit it right on the face.
Clean.
Burtnyk looking to score his 2 and tie.
Get ready. Whoa, 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 Keith, it's here.
It's all there.
Whoa, no, no, never, never, never. Whoa. Ooh. Okay. Good rock.
Just didn't want to bump it at all. But it's in a good spot.
We can get into this one.
I don't think so. I think if they jam it, I don't think that they'll get it to come across the top of the other one. You can throw them so hard, but
Trying to hit the 4-foot rock and just catch the next yellow as it goes by.
just hit this one thin and try and get the other yellow.
Out of his hand. Bartlett and Rycroft.
Hard, 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 hard.
Pick it and drive it across. Catch it, jammed it, get them both. Oh my goodness, he almost got it.
Yeah, they're playing the triple all the way.
And how close do they come? Had to be a little bit thicker. Oh man, a little bit thicker on the top one, so it didn't hit the next one quite that same way. What a good try.
Jeff Ryan's rock just came a foot too far. You had to freeze on the face of it. So another chance to try and get it there.
Not much less than that.
Boy, how frustrating that must be for some teams.
Can't bump, guys.
And they've all seen this from Martin so often. You think you've got it set up, and here comes this guy named Walchuk.
Clean.
You can't afford to bump. You can see what happened last time.
Whoa, right off, right off, right off. Right off. Attaboy.
That's what he wanted last time.
Okay.
Intern.
Intern. Make sure we get the one. And full nose green.
Now he's playing the intern on this. And just look at where he's holding the brush. On the inside of the stone.
Really? Okay. No. Around the nose then? Around the nose. If we roll out, it's not, you know, it's not the end of the world.
You have to be accurate on these. You're only taking an inch of ice.
Like that. But it's set up at least now for Burtnyk to possibly
I didn't
get
know you were
his
playing it that brave.
2.
Yeah.
I thought,
Well, I just missed, you know.
tough double from there.
Yeah, it would have been nice to roll it right over there a little bit.
You guys like a freeze or a bump?
Do you want to freeze to it or do you want to bump it?
Hey?
You like that freeze or a bump?
I'm not saying, I'm asking, what do you prefer? Okay. Yeah.
Kind of wait.
Kind of wait.
Do you want to come down here and sit on top of it? Or would you like to come down?
Kind of wait.
Bumper.
And just play it and sit there.
Or more even.
The difference in calls as in terms of strategy? What are you trying to do? What, freezes versus bump?
Well, they want to get there too. Now, you heard Kevin Martin say he wasn't pleased with where his redstone rolled because a nose hit on this now makes a very tough double back for Kevin Martin.
Hard! Hurry! Hard! Keep it over there. Okay, good shot.
They certainly wanted to keep it over in this area here, because now all Kevin can really do, I'll just clear that for a minute, is come down here, hit that one, and then try to just roll it over so he ends up in front of this stone back here. Just normal weight this time, nothing fancy. So for all intents and purposes, we should have a tied-up game going home.
And isn't it interesting that stone at the back edge of the 12, that fighter that they couldn't brush out, comes back now.
And they were playing that three. That's when Jeff Ryan just bumped it a foot too far. If he freezes to the face like he did with his second one, none of that is there. Even the double's not there. But they were playing to get the triple all the way. You heard Kevin Martin apologize to Don Walchuk, said, I'm sorry, if we just hit it a little bit thicker, we get all of them.
Those are tough calls, though, because a little bit too thick, and of course you're taking out the wrong rocks. So a good chance for a deuce and a tie game.
Whoa. Yeah, hard. Whoa. Clean. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Clean. Whoa, whoa, off.
Okay.
Well, it can't get any more exciting than this.
For two here in 9, and so the Olympic spot in Salt Lake will come down to the 10th. We're all tied, and Martin has the all-important hammer.
This update is brought to you by Esquire. It has your name on it.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the TSN Newsroom. I'm Corey Warren. Plenty of big matchups in the NFL this afternoon, especially in the NFC, where playoff positioning is again up for grabs on a couple of fronts. Rams and Niners, 14-7 Rams when Kurt Warner hits Marshall Faulk with the short touchdown pass. 21-7 for the Rams, 27-14 in the fourth. Packers and Bears tied at 7. Brett Favre hands off to Mon Green. He cuts it outside, takes it in for the go-ahead score. 14-7 at that point. Green Bay wins it 17-7. Vikings and Titans, 21-0 mini. Todd Bowman scrambles, then hits Doug Chapman over the middle. He rumbles 38 yards for the Vikings, fourth straight score. 28-10 at that point. Minnesota now leading 42-24. That's all we have for now. Stay tuned for more of the men's Canadian curling trials right here on TSN.
McCain Fruit Punch, the real fruit taste of real fruit juice. What a beautiful sound.
Veronica,
Gerald,
have I ever told you that I worship each and every one of your bicuspids?
and you, Gerald, you have the gums of a god.
Introducing Braun Oral-B 3D XL. It's the only toothbrush with 40,000 pulsating and oscillating 3D movements for a deep cleaning unlike any other brush.
You have a mouth so free of plaque it makes me weak in the knees.
New Braun Oral-B. Nothing moves like it, nothing cleans like it.
What are you doing?
Don't want to scratch the paint.
Smoother, roomier, more powerful. The all-new 2002 Explorer. Drive it. Love it. There are no boundaries.
I know he's played shots like this many times, but you can't help but think he was a little nervous. This to tie in 9. So we're all even here. 7-7. Martin Burtnyk, the winner, on to Salt Lake. And Kevin Martin has the hammer.
Well, this is where the 4-rock rule really makes a difference, Linda, because you get a chance to put 2 out there. Even if they get a pick on one of them, they want this up tight in case they get a pick, and it would push it into the rings. But
well, just remember, I talked about Keith Fenton and the way he played in this semifinal. He was asked to make the ticks off the front, made both of them. That is what you need to do with the 4-rock rule. And now it's up to Don Bartlett to try it.
Across the face. This is how they play it.
Hard. Whoa. Hard. Hard. Hard, guys. Hard. Hard. Whoa. 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 Clean. Hard. Hack. Whoa. Hold it. Whoa. Whoa. It's hack. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
If it touches, it comes back.
Too much weight.
He was asking for just
let me know the weight if it's that big.
back of the house weight.
Out here. That was just a hair off center. I think.
And Kevin agrees.
Play it here. Yeah.
Well, the same weight then, eh?
Same weight.
Now the only tough part is, you know, Kevin Martin's team peels so well. You are going to set up the second guard because they can't peel yet, not even after this comes to rest. But you know down the road, they'll try it. So you try to get separation, get them one in front of the other.
Clean it.
Clean it. Clean it.
Clean it. Keep it clean. Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Good throw.
It's a very nice shot. They got the separation they wanted. Still sliding, but.
Back line. That was hack, was it?
One more try now for Don Bartlett. A little strong with his first one.
Little big again.
Whoa.
Yep. Same weight.
Whoa. Whoa.
Split them?
Nope. That's fine.
See Burtnyk trying to drag it across. One more turn. Will it touch? No.
No, very nice shot.
Oh, you got to bury one in there. Yeah, got to go in. Right in the button. Okay, same weight.
And you know when Kevin Martin holds the hammer and has that big weight ability, it is tough to steal. They can move the rocks off the front so easily.
That was a great shot by Don Bartlett to get that over there. If that just touches, it comes back, and now there's 2 guards out there. That's a huge shot.
Good line. Good line. Just 4 foot. Button. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hard. Hard.
Just lost it a bit.
Top 4. 3/4 buried.
Carter had a nose hit last end. He'll want to peel this right out.
Yeah, they just want a peel here. That's why they wanted it right to the button, because this could be the stone that Kevin Martin has to draw against.
Oh, boy.
They wanted it right to the button.
Guard on the center.
So we'll see guards and peels. Rob Beacon.
Clean. Clean. Play for center line.
Whoa.
work a little. Yep. Come on.
Good shot.
Good boy.
Leaves a corner showing.
They're going to be peeling all the way.
Same turn, same shot.
Kevin Martin in that final in '97 had a chance to bury and go for a steal and didn't get by the front rock, and Mike Harris won that game with the hammer.
Two good throws by Carter Rycroft. Hassan's number is 78%. As Ray told you, he was a very nervous young man prior to the start of the game.
Big numbers and big shots by both thirds in this game.
And it's really funny. He's curled so well, except there's two stones like I think of that if they just one went a little too far and the other just goes another foot, it makes such a huge difference.
Clean it though. Whoa.
It's curled terrific. They all have. It's been a wonderful game to watch.
At any point here, do you run back or do you just continue to peel?
No, because if you run back and just exchange the stones, or even if you get the peel and leave the shooter there, then Kerry Burtnyk will make the draw better. The only nice part about that, you would have your stone out there. They wanted the button on this, Vic.
Clean.
Look at that, 93% for Walchuk.
More line.
More line. Looks like more weight too.
That's fine.
Clean now.
Oh.
Clean it a bit.
How's the line?
Line's good.
Gotta go. Just leave it. Just leave it. Whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Okay. Finally stops. Now.
It's a little too tight because they have a chance now to get the run through.
Which turn?
They wanted that just over out front, foot or two over the hog line.
Your choice, Don. Whatever you like. Out turn's pretty straight here, Don.
Okay.
In turn down the edge of the line. Pretty
Now
close.
you see it so tight, so what can happen here is that he can hit this one here and he can catch this one on the way by and still get the shooter over here.
Yep.
He's made them big. It's almost automatic when you give it to Walchuk, because he got it here too. But he gets it off the top of the floor.
Nice shot.
Gets it off the button.
Oh boy.
Kevin just looking to have the forefoot for his last shot.
So close to making it perfectly. Didn't come up at the end, but enough to touch it over.
Everybody diving for the stone.
It's 2 wins in a row. He's about a quarter inch away from making the perfect shot.
There's another case of Jeff Ryan coming a couple of feet too far with his stone. If he doesn't get that tight, then that shot is not there. So you just, you know, it's a small thing, but it's amazing in this game how those small things can all gather up and cost you
Not to the center line and leave it fairly high.
cost you games.
Where do you go with this first one from Kerry Burtnyk?
Center line.
Wait. It's clean.
It's way out there.
It's up there. That's good. Let it work. Let it work, Rob. Whoa, whoa. Off. Off. Off.
They wanted to come to the center line.
Off. That's good.
Oh.
Good spot.
Okay.
Good boy.
Want to give it a try? On the safe side? Not really.
Hey, intern, Kevin. Intern.
Hey?
Intern.
Intern?
No, just peel it.
Which turn?
Maybe I just peel the one. In turn.
What was he thinking of first of all?
Trying to run it right back and get that rock out of the 8-foot as well, and the shooter would then go over a little bit for him.
Well, you have to
throw
think,
huge weight.
Sorry, Ray, you have to think ahead here. So he peels it then. Linda, where does Burtnyk go with his last?
Well, you probably come into the top 8-foot and force Kevin to draw against 2.
Clean. Hard. Yep.
Good.
So there's the peel. And timeout being called by Burtnyk. He'll take his second, as it'll come down to the final 2 stones in a 7-7 tie here in 10.
Well, should we have a little poll? Where would you like to put it, Dick? What do you think?
See where it is.
Let's listen to them.
What we got to do is bite. We can bite a piece of the 4, eh?
Yeah.
In fact, we can bite like this much of the 4. Right here, and let them try and draw the side. Oh, yeah, no, I know. I'm just telling you where we can go to, so you know.
What's that, Kerry?
We've got to see
Bite
where
the
we
4.
can go here.
What's that?
We can bite the 4.
Right.
We can bite probably 2-3 inches of the 4, but no more.
Okay.
You know, if we're a little short, that's not, you know, a big deal. But I just want you guys to see where it is we want to go.
Okay. So bite the 4 a little bit.
Like the in or the out?
The end. I just threw it.
There's where they want it, right there.
Same
They want
spot,
to just
basically.
bite the 4-foot right there.
That'll get to there easy.
Okay. Just inside.
Thought here, if he can put it in the right spot where he hopes to put it, is what, Linda? What does he want to do here?
He wants Kevin to have to hit more of the 4, obviously, and put him a little bit wider to draw in.
Clean.
Good line.
Whoa there.
All there.
It's clean. Clean.
Got room.
Clean. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Nice.
Way
Whoa,
up.
whoa. Clean.
Got to curl hard.
Just for weight. Judge the weight.
No.
Whoa. Stay close. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Just that much of the 4, remember what they said? Just that much of the 4.
They lost it again. They lost it again. They had to get it right to the 4-foot.
And so here we go for the trip to Salt Lake. And they're going to make sure it's nice and clean for Martin's last, as he tried to bite a piece of the 4.
They're so hard to judge. You understand? They just got to that 4-foot path and they just dig and they flatten out. That's about the 2nd or 3rd time we've seen that happen. We saw it happen earlier in this end.
Now, Ray, the only difficulty for the Martin front end is they've seen it happen as well. So do you jump it a little bit, hoping that you don't have that happen at the end? It's a really touching, brushing job for Bartlett and Rycroft.
And a trip to Salt Lake City to fulfill your dream. Kevin Martin.
Final stone in a 7-7 tie as we play in the 10th. He needs a piece of the 4.
Just T-line.
He threw it pretty well.
We've seen
Just
14
T-line.
seconds be the time.
You can hear.
Looks good from here.
Bartlett and Rycroft looks good from here. Right off. Let it dig. Let it dig. Let it dig.
Great game, Kerry. Great game. Great cover. You're on the mound, Kerry. My man. Oh, great shooting, Don. Thumbs up, everybody. Thumbs up.
You bet. Thumbs up.
Oh, man.
To Kevin Martin, Donnie Bartlett, Carter Rycroft, and Don Walchuk.
Never any question about it. Right out of his hand, it looked good. They just kept it clean all the way. Donnie Bartlett, who's probably the best in the world at judging these, as Linda's already said. They keep it clean all the way to make sure it doesn't pick anything. It starts to slide.
Ray, don't forget the great shot by Walchuk that spilled a rock over, so he had the 4-foot open.
Right now? Kevin?
Best Western is the largest hotel chain in the world. Over 4,000 hotels in over 80 countries, all inviting you to get a good night's sleep. Best Western, the world's largest hotel chain. Call 1-800-WESTERN. Face it, kids are simply priceless. Which is why kids stay free at Best Westerns worldwide. Best Western, the world's largest hotel.
One more look at what turns out to be a shot for Salt Lake and a chance for gold. Put it in the 4-foot for the ticket to the Olympics. Congratulations to Kevin Martin and his entire team from the Hotwell Curling Club in Edmonton. And we all know, of course, this is a long time coming for you. 92, the disappointment there, of course, when it was a demonstration, then losing your last stone against Mike Harris. Does it feel like it was long overdue?
Well, I guess it's yeah, it feels great to get through this last one. You know, it's pretty high stress. You know,
and it was a wonderful game, and to carry a difficult situation, you battled back. The first 5 ends were a little more wide open than you may have expected, but then everyone realized what was on the line, and you turned it up.
You bet. Great job, guys. That's a team effort. Absolutely.
This gentleman right next to you here, Donnie Walchuk, we've come to expect the big shots, and he made a few.
Thank goodness. Yeah, he came. He must have made about 4 or 5 huge doubles for us. We were in trouble a couple ends, and you need those big shots to win big games, and Donnie did it for us.
All right, you'll have a few months now, and yeah, wonderful, Donnie. Your thoughts on going to the Olympics? You're going to be facing a lot of teams, many teams who you know. Your thoughts on playing in the Olympics as compared to anything else that you've played in?
I can't wait.
Good for you. Well, let's then start. Let's just invite them over and we'll go.
Absolutely.
Sure. All right. No, congratulations, Kevin Martin. You're going to the Olympics. Congratulations, Kevin Martin, Don Walchuk, Carter Rycroft, Don Bartlett, Ken Trollenberg, Jules Oucher. You're going to Salt Lake.
Ford has this holiday season all wrapped